Hi, I'm Bert and welcome back to video 3 of the Getting Started in Roadbook Navigation series. In this video we're going to cover off all the commonly used symbols and signs in roadbooks, so you can see what's actually happening and understand what's happening on the page as you navigate. Once we've done that, at the end we'll tie it all together by running through line by line on a roadbook and explaining how it appears in the actual roadbook itself. Okay, let's break down the different kinds of symbols you're going to see on the roadbook. So first of all, we'll start with roads and tracks. This is basically, the roadbook will tell you whether it's a tarmac road, a dual carriageway, a gravel road, or a sort of single track, and we'll cover each one of those off for you. We'll run through the whole danger systems and the 3 levels of danger you can expect to be notified in the roadbook as you're actually navigating and riding. We'll also cover off common landmarks, and landmarks are really useful because we tend to use things that don't move overnight. So we'll use kind of like churches, cattle grids, bridges, and you'll learn the symbols for these, and they're very, very good to sort of mark your position on the roadbook and know you're going in the right direction. You also have symbols for various types of terrain, and we'll cover off the common ones we use in the roadbook. Things like uphill, downhill, ruts, stony, vegetation, etc. And they're really clues as you're keeping on the right track as well. We go through the common instruction symbols, and these can be quite important. They'll be stopping at junctions, imperative stops, and we'll tell you what that means. Keep right, keep left, and any sort of notes that might appear in the right hand side of the roadbook. We'll tell you about speed zones. We'll tell you when they start, when they finish, how to interpret them, and how important they are to maintaining a good score when you're rallying. We'll also talk about green boxes, which gives you an indication of when waypoints are close together. And we'll tell you about blue boxes, which are basically waypoints, and the little circle with the M in it in the roadbook as well, and how important that is for route navigation. There are not a lot of symbols, and they're all pretty intuitive. When you're getting started, we like to keep it simple so it's understandable. It won't take you 10-15 minutes to learn the symbols, and we'll keep the roadbooks intuitive to make it easy for you. Okay, so this is a roadbook, and we've just done the sort of commonly used signs and symbols, and you can see immediately on this roadbook at the 00 point we actually start at a church. So that's one of the common symbols we'd use. It's one of the things that doesn't move very often in the night. So we use that as a start point. We have a reset on there as well. That's something we use as a common thing. We'll quite often, if you have a fuel stop halfway through and take a rest break, we'll ask you to do a reset, which basically puts things to zero on your roadbook and you start again. Going through, we've got trees. We've got this solid blue line here represents a large dirt track, and you can see basically on the next box, which is 70 meters away, is you've got this dirt track goes through the trees and comes out across a tarmac road and carries on onto a tarmac road. Okay, and then is a nice junction. It's 200 meters away from the start line. You're coming in on tarmac and you're going out on a dirt track, and there's a tarmac track either side of that on the roadbook as well. You also have a low danger sign, and there's a rutted sign, and there's a stony sign. So there's quite a good box straight away at box number 3, using quite a lot of symbols. Okay, so let's look at danger symbols. This is an extract from the Tour of Portugal Roadbook, and we have the danger symbol here, which is triple exclamation mark, which is the highest level of danger. When you have a triple level of danger, it also highlights the whole box in red and gives you this symbol here as a warning symbol. So this is triple danger, coming into a left-hand turn with a V trench across the turn. Okay, then 200 meters later you're into another triple danger, which is stony around a hole, and again another V trench across it. And then again you've got another danger on a left-hand corner with a V trench, and then we keep on going. So there's like five or six triple dangers there all together in a very short section on the Tour of Portugal Roadbook. So if you're riding and you see a triple danger, it's really slow down, take care, observe your surroundings and pick your line very carefully. We've got another little extract here from the Tour of Portugal Roadbook. This is all in one sort of at one waypoint. So we have the tulip, and remember you're coming in from the 6 o'clock position and the tulip's taking you on a right turn. But you've got 2 notes within the tulip box. One is QTPP, which means quit principal piste. So you could be going along a big gravel track and you're going to turn to a smaller track, but basically it's saying you're going to leave the big track you are on. The other instruction in that box is -V, which that means that this turn could be difficult to see. So as a rider, you're probably going to slow down and make sure you want to make this turn. Also, within the same waypoint, you have a single warning exclamation mark. You have the turning is downhill, so you're going to turn and go downhill. The turning is also stony, and I should imagine just after the turning you're running into ruts as it's going downhill. So all those instructions are for one turn on the roadbook. So as a rider, I'll be approaching that with a little bit more care, slowing down and making sure I make the turn, and and then I carry on my way. There's also in the next box an instruction with a pylon. It's about 250 meters away. So if you make that turn with all those instructions, you've got a marker with a pylon, which means 250 meters later you get a check to make sure that tells you made the right turn, so you can check your route. Okay, in this section we're going to go through one of the most critical sort of aspects of road booking if you want to kind of perform well in a rally. This is speed zones. We run quite a lot of penalties against overspeeding in speed zones, and a rally can really be won and lost whether you get this right or not. This is another extract from the Tour of Portugal. We're coming to box number 96, and we're coming in from the bottom of the tulip again, and we're coming off a dirt track onto a tarmac track. Now what it tells me in the left hand box is it says a symbol which says DZ, which means start of speed zone. You also get a clue by having an orange box around the speed zone of where it starts and where it finishes. And also we're very nice to you and we tell you what the speed limit is in that area in the right hand side box as well. So this is coming in to a village, which is denoted by the V, and you've got some buildings, you've got some tarmac roads we're going on to. The fleck actually denotes the exact point that speed zone starts at, so that's 48.53. You come in and you'd need to be less than 50 kilometers per hour before you hit that tarmac by the buildings. That speed zone then carries on at 50 kilometers an hour through the village. You're taking a left turn at 49.52, and then you're coming to the end of the speed zone at 49.98, and the end of the speed zone is denoted in the left hand box as FZ on a green background, and you have the end of the orange box there. The actual end point is that fleck. So as you turn off this tarmac road and you turn off to go through some water by a building, the turning is actually the end of the speed zone. And now this is probably one of the things where we have the Kielder 500, the Wales 500, we will have people or riders basically not taking enough notice of speed zones, and they're accruing penalty points for being over speed. This is crucial if you want to do well in a rally. Okay, we spoke earlier about the green boxes, so I just wanted to explain a little bit about sort of the green boxes and how they've come about and why you're seeing them in roadbooks now. The green boxes are coming about because of digital roadbooks, and the digital roadbooks are being pre-marked up because obviously you can't take a highlighter to a digital roadbook at the moment. So the green box actually is in the left-hand box in line with where your trip info is, or your sort of ongoing mileage info, and the green box really means that the next box is close. It's within 250 meters of the previous box. So this one, we've got box 30 at 46.24, which is a little mini roundabout denoted by the tulip diagram. And then the next box is at 46.29, and that's literally 50 meters on. So the green box is telling you that the next junction is actually close to the junction you're just entering, and it's within a 250 meter sort of marker. If we're doing our events in sort of like Kielder Forest, the green box can be anything up to sort of 10 or 20 meters away. So you just want to keep an eye on, and it's one thing that you need to really pay attention to if you want to do accurate navigation and slow down, know the next box is coming up really quickly, and so you take the right navigation on it. We'll try and catch you out as roadbook writers to put junctions close together, but the green box is your clue to say things, look out for what's coming next. What does the blue box mean? And what does the M in the blue circle mean? Well, that really denotes a waypoint. So on our digital roadbook systems and on our events, we will have a blue box to denote a waypoint, or in this case the M stands for mast waypoint. If you're doing one of our kind of tarmac series roadbooks, we will probably put waypoint 2 and waypoint the number in the right hand box in the notes column. But if you run into that box, you know, if you're running a digital tablet, we will give you a green tick to do a route confirmation at that point. And what we require you to do on the roadbook, which it has mast waypoints in, is to hit every waypoint to help towards your Zero Hero trophy. That's the common symbols and signs we have on the roadbook. What we're going to do is we're going to outline that for you in a kind of lexicon as a little bit of a download, so you can follow the link in the description. The next video will cover off what equipment you need to get started. Be a real man.